Hello to you once again. In this problem, it looks as though white shouldn't really have any problem in winning it with being 2 pawns up, and given the position of the pawns, it looks pretty straightforward. It isn't. I've styled this problem on a theme of Paul Morphy again because both h6 and g7 will feature rather prominently in this, and it is by no means clear how white can win this. He can win it, but how does he do it? Well, what is black threatening? If it were black's move there, how would he immediately draw the game? Just take a good look at it. As is seldom the case, there's nothing happening on those, 40 squares. So, what is the answer to it? How does black continue here? Well, what he does, of course, is he just takes here with check. Now, black, in recapturing, puts black in stalemate. Of course, if he didn't capture, say he plays something like this, then, of course, it goes without saying that there, and it's a dead draw. So we need to keep that one heftily in mind. How do we avoid it? Just keep looking at this position, in the sense that we don't want to take with the king, because if we do it's a stalemate. We need to take with something else. Can you see the key move? There's only one move to do it, because if you play anything else, he's going to play rook g6. That's right, rook g1 is the key move here. And now just look at the difference. If he does this, we take with the rook, and black only has one move. He has to go here. So what do we do in that position? We play here. He goes here, and in typical Paul Morphy style, rook h6 is checkmate. That's what's so good about rook g1. It obviates the necessity to bother yourself any further about black's playing rook g6 check. So how does black answer this? What is white wanting to do here? This is the question. Well, let's just look at what black can't do. He can't move his king. He can move his rook. Well, clearly moving it here, and white would just take it, and it would be an easy win. So he has to move to one of these squares. Let's just say this one. So what happens now? How does white make progress? Now, the major problem here, of course, is if you make the mistake of advancing this, check, he takes. You would take back, and you can see what's happened. We put black in stalemate for a second time, so you can't afford to push that pawn. That is the idea behind, in this position, after white has played his key move of rook g1, play to any one of these squares along here. We'll go for rook a7. We'll maximize the board. So what does white do instead of playing g7 and only drawing the game? Well, he plays rook e1. What is he threatening here? Well, he's threatening an immediate checkmate on the back rank, isn't he? So what does black do? Well, if he goes to the back rank to stop that checkmate, how does white proceed in this position? Well, what he does, he plays very craftily. He plays here. That's right. Now, should the king come here, check. And he can't afford to move away from that corner, because if he does, this queen. So he has to go there, and we go here. And if you notice in that position, he is powerless to prevent checkmate coming along very shortly indeed. If he plays here, of course, you just take. But that is the threat, essentially. The only way that he could avoid it would be by playing here, pinning the pawn, and then we get him that way. So he's beaten both ends up. So let's put all this back just for a moment. That is the starting position. We've played rook to g1, he's gone here, and we've gone here. So if he doesn't go to the back rank, what does he do? Well, he checks. And you see what he's after? If you move that king, he's going to take on g6, and we're back in the same scenario of stalemate. So what do? Well, we play here, rook e6. Now this is a devilishly cunning move. Not rook h6 yet, but rook e6. So what's the idea behind this? Well, the idea behind this is, one idea at least, is to take, and then there. And what do we do then, as black? Well, black comes here. Okay, so what do? Well, this is a well-known ploy here. We queen that pawn. He takes it, white plays there. You see what's coming? Yes. He goes here, we go there. He only has one move, there, and he can't stop that pawn from queening on the next move. So rook takes rook is ostensibly off to a non-starter. So we played rook g1, he's played rook a7. We played rook e1, he's played rook a6 check, we've gone there. So he can't touch that rook. So what does he do instead? Don't forget, unless he moves to the back rank now, if he should move anywhere down here, checkmate. So that's no good. What happens if he moves to the back rank? How do we deal with that? Well, we deal with that in very fine fashion indeed. We play to there. And what are we wanting to happen there? Well, what we're saying is that we're going to go to h6. It's as simple as that. Now, should he move like this, we just go there. He goes here, we queen the pawn, and it's all over. So that doesn't work. So after rook to g1, rook a7, rook e1, rook a6 check, rook e6, rook a8, king g5, what does he have? What does he have in that position? Well, if he goes here, we check him. And then if he moves away, we queen the pawn. If he goes into the corner, we go there. And it's game over. So he can't afford to move to g7. So if he checks like this, we just go here, and we're threatening mate next move in one of two ways. We're threatening it like that, we're threatening it like that. And of course, if he checks here, like that, what do we do then? This is here, by the way. Well, we just take there, and he has a flight square, and we win the game easily. So let's just take this back to the original position for a moment. And just to reiterate, we play rook g1, he plays rook a7, rook e1, rook a6 check, rook to there. Now we've tried taking, it doesn't work. We've tried moving down, he's mated it. We've tried moving to the back rank. What about if he moves to either of these squares? What happens then? Well, if you took the rook, stalemate. This is what's so good about this line of defense. So how do we get around this little problem here? What do we do about it? This is the really neat Morphy trick here. How do we finish him off? If you play king g5 or king f7, it doesn't work. Check those out for yourselves. But just note what does work. Check. What does he have? We're beating black at his own game here. We're allowing him to play games with us, but we're playing one with him because he has to take here. So what do we do then? We give up the other pawn. Now ostensibly he has to take that. And then we take his rook. Now if you look at that position, should he move to here, checkmate. Should he move to here, king there, king here, checkmate. So the only move that he has is to play here. So what do we do then? Right, well, we go here. He can't go to the 6th rank because our rook is covering it. He has to go to the corner. I did say rook h6 in Morphy style, and there it is, and that is checkmate in 8 moves. That is a very interesting problem, and it looks as though initially white should have it without any trouble. He's given some trouble. It then looks as though black is going to wriggle out, but he doesn't manage it, and we finish him off in magnificent style. I do hope you enjoyed that one. It's very instructive indeed, is it not? Enjoy your chess by all means, and goodbye to you.